Hey friends, if you don't know me, my name is Yeya and I am a content creator, artist, and photographer. Today I wanted to take you guys through my mood board for my new apartment in Northern California. I'm very excited about this home decor slash interior design journey because I eat up all of Never Too Small's YouTube channel. I eat up a lot of Architectural Digest. I eat it all up, guys. All the apartment therapy content on Instagram. I'm a fan. We have been living in an apartment that wasn't ours in Napa. If you've been following along, you know we didn't want to originally leave Los Angeles last November, but we had to, and we had a very rough season. Thankfully, it's behind us, and so we're starting fresh in Northern California. New apartment, new area. We're near San Francisco, which is very exciting. Living in a little forest town that we're very happy to be in. And I want to take you through my ideas, through my brainstorm, through my mood boards, and also I'm open to suggestions in case anybody else here has any interesting ideas or knows design or is as design curious as I am. So I'm just excited to walk you through all of it. And without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so first up is our living room, which is also our kitchen and is also my boyfriend's office space and is also my cat's bathroom. Basically, it's a shared living space. The dining area is also there. So I've just been figuring out how to segment the space and make everything feel cohesive. So right now, my Pinterest mood board is I recently learned this term California cool, which is like organic shapes and natural materials, but also some industrial accents here and there, and like pastel colors, but also beautiful textures like velvet. It's very eclectic, but also airy and bright is sort of what I understand from the California cool vibe. And our current living space is surrounded by nature, which is #blessed. Basically what we're going for is color pop with the couch, like a really small, cute love seat, either pink or blue. Very hard to find a beautiful love seat, budget friendly. Very frustrated right now with that, but let's let it go. We'll find it. And then I would like the coffee table to be either burl or travertine or like chrome, which I find chrome to be really beautiful as an accent piece. I kind of feel like chrome accents are like the jewelry of the space. I find them very beautiful. I do want to get some sort of stacked storage system / low bookcase because I have a lot of art supplies and like my office tech that I need to hide. It's all currently laid out on the living room. So we would like to get something like maybe natural wood. I think it's like one of the easiest to find, but I want something obviously beautiful. I don't want it to look cheap. And then for carpet, we would like to get something like Persian with like a nice pattern or something. And then possibly one poof and possibly one lounge chair. And that would be like the extent of our living room. And then maybe like a little side table. Also, our landlord won't let us paint the living space. So I'm dealing with this like millennial gray situation. It's not that bad. It's leaning more towards white, but I can't change it. So I definitely want to put in some color. I don't want to stay in like neutral earth tones only. So this is basically what I'm going for. And we have yet to furnish it or decorate it at all because we're going very slow with this process. Obviously the budget isn't infinite, so we do want to like be mindful about the pieces that we start to add into the space. The space already feels like airy and beautiful, so I don't want to ruin it with like, you know, being in a rush and getting like, I don't know, just cheap ass furniture that's not going to work in the long run. But yeah, that's the vision for the living room. So for the dining area, I did want to keep it very simple with the wooden round dining table, which I recently got from Article, and it's gorgeous. Natural wood tone. I definitely wanted to go for this eclectic look where like the chairs are all mismatched and we get like different colors and textures. But a lot of chairs that I liked were only sold as a pair. I did find some Marcel Breuer Seska style chairs. They don't have the rattan texture, but they are velvet mustard yellow, which is what I wanted. And they have the beautiful chrome legs, which is also what I wanted. I decided these are going to be my anchor chairs. So I have two mustard yellow ones. I got a beautiful Louisa chair in sage green from Alter D State. And that's what I have so far. I do want to get like a tomato red fourth chair for my dining set. And I think that'll be it for now. For Ricardo's office wall, I kind of wanted to keep it at like natural materials, get him a nice wooden desk. It's still in process. I don't like his current office chair. Don't feel anything for it. I kind of want to sell it and get him a pretty one. but we understand that sometimes beauty has a price. So for now, we're keeping the black chair. I got like this beautiful little Japandi style bench, Nordic style bench. I don't know. I got this beautiful bench on Amazon, which is in our entryway. And for now, it's also serving as our entryway table. I do want to eventually like get an actual entryway table so we can put our keys there more comfortably, but also the bench is working out to put on our shoes and stuff. So don't know, but I did see this like Emma Chamberlain West Elm collab, and she has like a beautiful green entryway table that I'm really feeling. But we'll see. We'll see. We're still working on that wall. For the bedroom, I recently saw the Rachel Brosnahan Architectural Digest video, and her designer is called Zoe Feldman, I believe. And wow, I was like blown away by her 2 bedrooms, like her master bed. Oh, that's a squirrel. Woo! I was scared. Scared for a sec there. Okay. Particularly what popped out for me was Rachel's master bedroom and her guest bedroom. I am obsessed with it. And I sort of thought my bedroom is white. And I was like, okay, I understand the designer went for like these warm tones, peach tones that I can't do in this space, unfortunately. But I can imitate a few pieces and sort of recreate the look through bedding, through maybe like a vanity desk. And so that's what I did. I'll share some photos here. I am using it as a reference for color palette and patterns and textures. So I'm very happy that we were able to get last week this beautiful green dresser. It is almost the same as Rachel's, and I am obsessed. I think she's a beauty. For the bedding, I was able to get these Nikki Kehoe polka dot pillowcases, which I'm obsessed with because that's sort of the color I was going for. I'm very obsessed with like maroon and like fuchsia pink tones, basically warm tones. For my past bedrooms, I used to lean on Japandi a lot, which is the design style combining Scandinavian design and Japanese aesthetics. And so it's definitely something that I want to sort of leave behind because I do feel like my boyfriend and I are very colorful people and we do love color. So I think the space in and of itself can use that always and forever. And I kind of want it to be more bold and lean into more of my maroon, burgundies, greens, and like peaches and cream. I saw her bedroom on AD and I was like, I feel like I can recreate this in my own way. And so the way I incorporated, like, for example, her patterned curtains or her like upholstered bed frame was through my bedding. So I did go for like a striped bedding from Brooklinen. I did go for like these polka dot pillowcases designed by Nikki Kehoe, and they are giving me a little bit of the Rachel Brosnahan like curtain pattern. I know hers is floral, I know mine are polka dots, but they are giving me that color pop, that aliveness that I really like. I'm obsessed with from her bedroom. I'm happy that worked out. I'm still looking at like what lamp I'm gonna put in this corner, what lamp I'm gonna get for my vanity area. I did recently order some nightstands, so I'm very excited. They should arrive by the end of the month. And then I do want to order some lamps for our nightstands. Very excited to, have found this beautiful bedroom by Zoe Feldman because it is a heavy reference for my current bedroom, and I'm very excited to incorporate elements. We do want to add an area rug to this bedroom, especially like around here, like halfway from the bed coming out. I do want to use the reference from Rachel's guest bedroom, which is like a nice deep blue with a few accents of like mustard yellow here and there. I feel like that one's going to make this bedroom feel more alive versus her actual master bedroom that has a white carpet. Because since my walls are already white, I kind of need to add as much layer and texture and depth and color as I can to compete with this white. But I will put up some, artwork here and artwork like in front of me. I'll show you guys like where I'm sitting, which is at my new vanity desk, also incorporating the warm tones through the vanity desk. I am obsessed with this vanity. I will link it below because it is gorgeous and totally worth it in my opinion. I feel like the bedroom is the first thing that's going to be completed this month, and then June, July will probably be about the living room, and that leads us to the backyard. My last space is this beautiful backyard that we now have next to our bedroom. I would like to have like a nice dining table outside with at least 2 chairs because I don't think I'll be hosting people to cross, through my bedroom to be out there. It'll just be a space for me and Ricardo, my boyfriend, to just like lounge, read, draw, paint, and do like our hobbies that we enjoy doing and our work as well. So right now, I have my eye on this set from Article. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to look really, really beautiful. I can't do wood. It does rain in this area where I'm at. So I do want something, that is just like weatherproof, rust resistant, and that I can just leave outside and I don't have to be covering. So I want to wake up and see my beautiful dining set. And if I want to have my matcha outside, then I will. If I want to paint, then I will. But I like be able to do that outside in my little backyard. So I think like the dining set would be the most obvious option for us and the most convenient. And then maybe I would add like 2 lounge chairs or like 1 long lounge chair to like lay down in case we want to do that. But it also has to be like whatever material is rust resistant and weatherproof. So these are some of my backyard references that I would like to try. Obviously, we want the chairs to be comfortable, but we don't want to have any like cushion, anything, because then we have to bring them inside. We just want to do like whatever is weatherproof. So if you guys have any suggestions of like nice, colorful, weatherproof furniture, please let me know. Suggestions totally welcome. Home decorating and interior design, like it definitely has to make you happy when you look at it. I feel like at the end of the day, it is bringing me joy to like look at a corner and see that like that was thought through and like it makes sense and it looks, cohesive. So I hope I can inspire you as well to give some love to your space, and it doesn't have to be super expensive. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can literally be, your personality all over your space. I do think that you should be careful with using Pinterest as a reference or Instagram, because sometimes we think that a piece of furniture is going to look good in our space, and you don't think about the fact that maybe that reference photo has a wooden floor and maybe you have tile, and that's why the piece of furniture that you purchase is not popping on your warm toned wooden floor and it's popping on her gray cement floor. You know what I mean? Like there are different things and how the light enters a space and like what kind of colored walls you're dealing with that are going to influence how a piece of furniture that we like from a Pinterest photo is going to look in the space. Some things that I like to look at are like wooden floor spaces. That would be like something I would search for in Pinterest. And then like the aesthetic, California cool, whatever. Try to attach your search to something that you actually have in your real life space, whether that be the floor that you're actually working with or the walls that you're actually working with or the natural light that you're working with or the lack of natural light that you're working with. Just try to search from that place, because then you will actually be able to find references that will look good in your real life space. So that's sort of how I've learned how to do it. It's easier, and then when you look at your Pinterest board, you can actually feel and get the gist of like, oh, that's actually going to look like that here, or it won't because I don't have that big window, so that color is not going to pop like that here. Maybe I should get something lighter due to my lack of natural light. Stuff like that I feel like is very important to observe before, going all crazy saving things on Pinterest that will not look the same in your space. I've learned that the hard way. I've had apartments in Puerto Rico, in Boston, in LA, and now in Northern California. So I feel like I've learned a thing or two, and I've made mistakes, and I've had to like resell a bunch of things on Facebook Marketplace because it just didn't look the same in real life. Just learn how to notice and see what you're working with in your reality, and then go from there. Whether you're starting by, white wall, small apartment search, or light wooden floor, small apartment search, whatever it is you're dealing with, and then go from there. That would be my main tip. I am excited to continue this home decor journey. Excited to share what I learn along the way with you guys. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Leave a comment. Let me know. I will answer, I promise. If you want more live updates as to what I've been up to, you can follow me on the gram. Definitely more active there, but I am doing my best to be more present on YouTube because, to be honest, I like this platform more. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.